What's going on, sports fans, man? Welcome to another episode of SethOnSports. I'm Mr. SOS himself, and today I brought a guest with me. I got my man D Jinx.
What's up, y'all?
You may have seen him on the previous video with me. We did the NBA playoff preview. That's on SethOnSports.net if you want to check it out. He's here today with me, to talk more facts. We're going to talk about this draft. We're going to talk about this NBA second round, because, that's his specialty. But we're going to jump off into this draft because I'm excited. You know why?
Why is
Let me
that?
tell you why I'm excited. Let me bring out
We got props.
my boys. I'm a Dallas fan. My boys had a great draft. They did some things that they definitely needed, man. This year, the first pick, they got a right tackle from USC. Kid by the name of Tyron Smith. At 6'5", 280 pounds, this kid is no joke. No joke. Now, what this does for Dallas is it gives them some depth on the outside and protect Romo's behind. Also, it lets Doug Free go back to his natural position at the tackle. They picked up Bruce Carter, the outside linebacker from North Carolina. What this does is give help to Ware on the other side and possibly get more sacks for him, as well as Bruce trying to pick one to concentrate on.
It should also open up Brady James, too.
Definitely open up Brady James.
Okay.
The blitz opens up. With the way they run their 3-4, Dallas is a blitz-heavy team. That'll definitely open it up. I definitely see that. The only pick that I'm a little confused about is DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray is an Oklahoma running back, and I'm wondering is that, a symbol that one of the three-headed monsters on the way out, which...
I'm thinking it could be Tashard choice.
Yeah, Tashard had the most problems of the other three, but, as much as I hate to say it, Tashard is definitely the weakest link. So I can understand that. But I just hope they don't get... I hope they don't get rid of Marion Barber. I love that dude. Runs hard.
Without a doubt.
Who'd you like?
I'm going to go with New Orleans. They picked up Cameron Jordan out of California. Cameron is an explosive DE. He gets off the edge real fast. And, Will Smith is getting up there. So they needed a little defensive help. I'm surprised they didn't, get a safety.
Right.
Because I know that Harper and Sharper are getting up in age. But, also, man, they picked up Mark Ingram.
Wait, touching on that safety issue, you think it's because they're going to try to play in free agency? That's if they can play in free agency, given the
I would go with that, but it's locked out. Not only that, but they're locked out. When will they get a chance to do it? But they picked up Mark Ingram. You got a Heisman Trophy winner, proven winner.
Does that mean bye-bye Reggie Bush?
I think he told us that himself.
You
know what I'm saying? You got the tweet.
Yeah.
But the surprise, and I think probably the sleeper in that draft will be the outside linebacker from Illinois, Martez Wilson. This guy ran a 4.4 in the 40. He bench pressed 225 23 times, and the guy is a beast. We in the Big Ten country, and I seen this guy, and he can really go. He's an animal.
Right. Okay, I remember that he had some good games against the top tier teams in the Big Ten, actually.
Right.
Touch on another team though, the St. Louis Rams. I think I'm showing a little hometown love. I'm not gonna lie. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Lance Kendricks. Congratulations, my dude. You putting on for the city right now.
Big ups, brother.
I think he'll have a great career in St. Louis, especially with the youth that's in St. Louis right now. You got Sam Bradford at the quarterback, which is a great look. They also picked up Austin Pettis from Boise State.
That's my favorite.
I know you like him.
That's my guy.
At 6'2" and a lot of speed. He was a major playmaker for Boise State last year. Everybody talked about Boise State all year. That was a really good look for them. St. Louis also got some help on the defensive side by picking up Robert Quinn. Now, Robert Quinn had been getting talked about, but it seemed like he kind of, faded to the back a little bit. I was kind of shocked, but maybe it was just because he came back and had more of a quiet year. But at 6'5", 268 pounds, I just don't think that he'll have a problem getting back into the swing of things, especially running a 4.7 40.
Did you notice a lot of people drop in the draft this year, more so than maybe usual?
It seems so. It definitely seemed like a lot of shocks. I know one was Ponder going early.
Now
to Minnesota.
That was, I don't even know what Minnesota was thinking.
Well, I mean,
that hard up.
What I think Minnesota was thinking was, Florida State University quarterback that started for 3 years. I mean, and he's smart, very smart. I mean, the dude could have been graduated. Probably the smartest in the draft. Not to mention, the only reason he had problems getting drafted so high this year, and the reason he dropped, was because another quarterback came in and gave him a little run for his money. Right. But I know who you want to talk about. So go ahead, I'm gonna let you spill it. Go ahead.
I don't got nothing. I'm ready
I know
to
what
get
you.
into this.
No. Tell who you want to talk about. You ain't gonna say nothing about Detroit. You ain't gonna say nothing.
Hey, well, listen. I'm gonna just look at it to you like this. Nick Fairley is the equivalent of Detroit getting a #1 pick 2 years in a row. Not only did Ndamukong Suh fall to you last year, this time you're picking 13th and a projected second, third, or #1 pick falls to your lap at 13. You are Charlie Sheen winning. Tiger blood. Lions, Tigers, all the same, right? Tiger blood.
Oh my.
Man, the dude is a beast. And not only does he get a chance to play next to Sue, he gets to work with a veteran like Kyle Vanden Bosch. Mm-hmm. The questions about the man's work ethic come into play, but with a veteran like Vanden Bosch, I think he can push him, and we all know what type of motor Sue got.
But let's just say, I just want to say for the record, that 2 years ago, last year actually, after the draft, I said give the Lions how many years? I said give them 2.
You said 2.
Now, I think they are.
I laughed at you.
You did laugh at you. Until you saw how Javier Best made these dudes 6-10. Now, you hear 6-10, but you think they lost 3 games really close. They could have easily been 9-7 or 10-6, which would have possibly got them into the playoffs had they beat the right teams. Not to mention, they did take the Super Bowl champs to the brink.
They did.
Towards the end of the season, Javier Best. That's a young team. Man.
Hey,
watch out for these Lions, man.
Listen, man. When you go 0-16, you deserve some type of blessing, cuz.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, man. There's not to touch on the draft too much. Like I said, SethOnSports.net will definitely have a complete overview of the draft and talk about all the different drafts, the snubs, and maybe the catches that a lot of people got. Let's be on the lookout for that. It's coming soon within the next couple of days. I had it to y'all. What we're going to jump into right now is my man's specialty, the NBA playoffs.
This is what I do, people.
Going into the second round. Now, right, I always said, you my NBA guy. But I'm ready to bang with you, cuz. I'm ready to bang with you.
I go hard in the paint, I go hard in the paint.
Are you talking about Dwight Hart, or are you talking about,
and I'm talking
Erica Dampier Hart?
I'm talking about Shaquille O'Neal 2001 Hart.
Oh, okay.
That's
let's talk. Let's not waste no time. Let's jump right into it. What you want to jump into first?
Let's start out in the West.
Okay.
Let's start with Memphis and OKC. Now I'm thinking, when you look at it from the outside looking in, you're gonna start in the paint because you got the big bangers with Perkins and Ibaka going against Debo.
Right.
Ooh wee, and the Gasol. Now this Gasol is proven to be much tougher than his brother Powell. Now I think that Ibaka will probably neutralize Debo, but Gasol is gonna have his way with Perk, I believe. I really do. Okay. I like Perk on the defensive end, but he don't give him nothing on the offensive end. And Gasol will probably do his thing against Perk.
Yeah, but that's not really where the problem is for Memphis. The problem is Randolph having to deal with the athletic power forward and Serge.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's where you got to worry about the paint, because now with what Serge can do, with Perkins coming there, period, it allows Serge to play what he's naturally supposed to play as a power forward.
But Zebo is a junkyard dog.
Zebo is a junkyard
dog.
I can't argue that.
And he's also a winner, man. You know what I'm saying?
But plain and simple, Memphis won't have enough in the front court. They won't have enough for Westbrook. I don't think they have nobody that can touch on.
Oh, you mean the backcourt? Okay.
Right, the backcourt. I'm sorry, the backcourt.
Right.
Yeah, they just don't have enough.
I mean, when you got the best player in the series, man, it's always easier for you to navigate what you're gonna do, man. Durant is a beast, man. He's probably one of the top 3, if not the best scorer in the NBA right now.
Okay, well, what about Kobe in LA versus
you know, man, I that's kind of hard for me, man, because as you know, I don't like LA.
I don't either.
But I gotta respect Kobe, man. He's one of the top 5 players ever to play this game.
I don't like him.
But I know you don't. But hey, it is what it is. I don't like Karl Malone either, but I gotta respect him.
Look, man, I do respect Kobe Bryant, and honestly, I gotta admit, he's probably one of the best players I got to watch to play.
Right.
But let's keep him 100.
He's no Jordan.
He's definitely no.
He's
Jordan.
no Jordan.
And I saw Jordan. I mean, you can call me young. Yeah, I'm a little young.
You know, I'm probably Jordan's biggest fan. This side of Chicago.
But let's keep it 100. The Kobe they should be Dallas 4-2 because Dallas has a tendency not to show up sometimes, and that kind of showed a little bit in the last series.
You know, people say that. I think Dallas has been the victim of bad matchups. You know what I'm saying? They get a bad matchup for them in the playoff.
You know how we was talking about, Jordan. What about his old team?
Well,
His Bulls. I mean, come on. Look, man, is this the
Atlanta?
Let's keep it 100. Has it come back to Chicago?
Man, D-Rose is definitely doing his thing, man. D-Rose is definitely doing his thing.
Is he coming home?
Check it, man. Atlanta is going to pose problems for these guys, man, because one, they're athletic, and two, they have more than one scorer. They have Crawford, they have Smith, and they got somebody to pretty much counteract Joe King's Noah Hustle with his old teammate from Florida.
That's cool. I understand that, but I mean, let's be honest. If Joe Johnson shows up and plays like superstar Joe Johnson, they might be seeing Boston in the finals. And yes, I said Boston.
Why?
Because they're gonna beat Miami.
That may well be.
They're gonna beat Miami.
This ain't NBA 2K11, and I think it's just time. You know, we saw it at the end of the year. Miami started to come together.
But Boston's been together.
They have, and I'm not gonna take away. Never underestimate the heart of a champion. Shout out Rudy Tomjanovich. But at some point, man, talent takes over. You have the top two of the best 5 players in the league in Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. Granted, Chris Bosh plays off and on sometimes, but I think when you play against Kevin Garnett, either he brings the best out of you or he brings the worst out of you. I think this time he's going to bring the best out of Chris Bosh. The only problem I see is with Rondo. Good point guards get in trouble, and he's definitely a good point guard.
I'm going to call Boston Chicago in the finals because, like I said, I just don't think it's going to work out.
I'll give you Chicago.
And in the West,
Boston ain't going to win.
I think it's destined for L.A. and OKC.
Oh, without a doubt. I'll give you that. Hey, I called it in the last video, man. OKC versus Miami in the finals. Now, I might want to lean towards OKC, but the Miami fan in me won't let me. It'll be Miami in 6 against OKC in the finals.
It's the year of the green. We're going Boston. But like I said, man, that's another round that we can come in and talk about. Oh, shout out to St. Pierre for winning the biggest MMA event in Toronto tonight. That was a real good win for him. He won in unanimous decision. Got to throw that in there. Looking out for you MMA fans. But yeah, man, we're going to wrap this up. If you want to hit us up at SethOnSports.net. That's where you can find our write-ups as well as this video and past videos.
Also, man, follow me on Twitter at BigRock_24. Man, I'm always giving you something to look at, man. I give you NBA, basketball, NFL football, and even just a tad of MLB. Me and Mr. SOS is really trying to bring it to you guys, man. Mess with us.
Well, there we have it. Wait. I have an event.
Ah.
I have an event.
Yes, you do.
Coming up Tuesday at 1 Sports Lounge, 1003 North Old 3rd Wall Street. Come on down. Send me an email at SethOnSports@gmail.com. Send me an email with your name and anybody else you want to bring. Send me their name. You'll be on my list. You come in, mention my name. We'll hook you up. It's $2 everything. $2 real drinks, $2 domestic, and $2 food. All right? Thank you.
And remember to be a fan first.
That's all we is. Yeah, man. That was a good look.
Without a doubt, man. I'm looking forward to Tuesday.
Yeah. Tuesday gonna be a full.
They might not be ready for Big Rock.
I don't know if because if they get the Rock, that was in Chicago.
Ah.